Hi everybody, it's Kim. I wanted to show you what I did on Memorial Day, but in the meantime, I just got done picking a great big old salad from that box, and I'm going to add some of the stuff off my front porch too for dinner tonight. I did move almost all of my plants. I was digging through and I think I saw two more in there I'm going to rescue, but I found my stepping stones that my grandkids made for me, and I moved everything I could find so far, and that's a daylily with an iris back there. My peony is kind of sad, but I'll tell you, that thing almost killed me yesterday. I had no clue how big the roots could get on a peony. Some of that root was as big around as my ankle. So if it looks really sad, that's been watered really well. If it continues to look sad, I'm going to have to cut the green off, let the roots recover, but they are really fleshy. They're thick and tuberous, and hopefully, I know it's going to survive. I'm just hoping I can get a couple flowers out of it. But if not, it's not its fault. Had to get moved. That is just a bulb, probably a daffodil, more iris. There was some little baby lettuces that seeded themselves from last year. I always let a couple lettuce go to seed, and they always give me little lettuces the next summer. Some more iris. That's a bulb. That's my chive. That was there. Again, it's mostly, the same things because that's all I had left out there. Same iris. More daylily. Little red sedum. The rose that I found. More of that daylily, iris. Another stepping stone my grandkids made. My poor little duck decoy that I found about 40 years ago, and it was already in bad shape. It's just a homemade duck decoy, but I like him. He's cute. And he's going to protect my little iris there from the chickens. My hosta. No, that's not iris. That's a hosta. Another hosta. A fern that I found. The chickens were over here digging, so they covered up that stepping stone. I wiped it off a little. You could see what reason why I have to, look at what those little buggers did, why I have to fence off the rest of the garden, because they spend their whole day finding dirt to play in. And some more bulbs, and a little bit of that henbit right there, or dead nettle. Yes, I know it's truly a weed, but it's also a very good herb or medicinal, whatever you want to call it, to use. And that's my oregano that I've had for years. So that's it. I got all those moved. They were all huge plants, and they took a lot of muscle and a lot of my energy to get out. So the only thing I did today was I watered everything really well. Of course, I did my usual barn chores, but I had to cover up some of my early spring crops. It was 90 degrees when I got out here at 9 o'clock this morning. It's currently 94 with a heat index of 102 or something like that. It's crazy, humid and hot. And I spent the morning, the first almost 2 hours, watering the garden just to make sure everything was going to be okay. And those are like cabbages and Napa cabbage, Mizuna cabbage, my kohlrabi, and they were suffering terribly from the heat. So, and I saw the white butterflies around, which lay the cabbage caterpillars. So I wanted to cover them back up, and I could see they're really looking happy in there now. But anyway, that's it. Today is just kind of a recovery day for me. Too hot, too much work the last couple of days. So that's my update. Don't think you'll get one tomorrow because I'm not doing a whole lot today. And I hope you guys had an eventful weekend. I know I did. I hope you're not suffering too much from the heat. Supposed to get a break next week, but it sure is nice not to be 40 degrees out and windy and rainy. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening.